Transfer window's done us pretty well. We're currently top of the league. Welcome back to episode 24 of our wonderful Cadbury's Heroes. And yeah, you can see it. You can see what's going on. We're currently top of the league. Not only are we top of the league, we've got the strongest goal difference. And not only that, we're 6 points clear. I'm aware we're only a quarter of the way through the season. Let's calm down a little bit. But as things are, it's going pretty goddamn well. Before I run through and show you the fixtures and what we've happened and where we played and the results since the last game, spoiler, I'm pretty sure they're all wins. If you could do me the favour of liking and subscribing, showing your support on the channel, it would be greatly appreciated as well. Since you were last with me, we've played Crewe, and a 78th minute goal from Kamara allowed us to take 3 points home. We then followed that up with a 2-0 win against Bristol Rovers. McGregor getting on the score sheet again in a 3-2 win against Northampton. Followed that up with a 1-1 and then a penalties win against Fulham in the Papa John's Southern Section Trophy Ground Group Round or whatever it is. No one cares. And then we've just played Accrington. McGregor getting another goal in a 1-0 win for us. We're playing Luton today. They're currently in 6th place. They are the team with the highest wages in the league, but they're not having a great time for it. And I am all for that. We're going to be playing with Colton in goal, Clark, Astley, Peake and El Morsi as the back four, Kasareka and Kamara outside of Boadu and Stevenson, and then we have John and McGregor as the strikers. You may have noticed that Astley is no longer upset. He doesn't want to leave anymore, and I've offered him a new contract. So he's on a dizzying £1,000 a week for, 5 years? I can't make it any longer, but we've kept him on board for a little bit longer. We have a corner on our right-hand side. Clark puts it towards the defender, but it's headed away. And Patino picks up the loose ball for them. It will be Stephen Peake chasing him back, I believe. This may very well be Stevenson, which if it is, that's ridiculous. He's 6'7". Why is he outside the area? I need to change them around because he's actually our player now. So I'll have to do that between games if I remember. But Matuta, for them, has just had a pretty handy shot. Just over. There's a throw in for Luton on their left-hand side. It's put to O'Donnell. I've just realised how high this camera angle is. I'm going to put it on their stadium being shifting. Not the fact that my camera's gone weird, but I'm not a fan of it. But John's got the ball. He's driving through the middle of the park. He's got a man wide outside on the right. Doesn't use him. As a pop, just gone through to half-time. We're looking very comfortable in this game. We're all over them, to be quite honest. The only issue being that both of our centre mids are booked. That's not a word. Booked. They've picked up bookings. Booked. Throw in for Luton. Well, headed. Really far up. It's been cleared, fortunately, while I was stumbling over my own tongue. But John and Kamara have brought the ball back. Stevenson's on it, puts it short to John, feeds it out to the left winger, and Thierry comes flying over there without running, which is it's a little bit sus, if you ask me. But Kasareka's had the worst short pass in the world. There's a man stood in front of him, manages to not get it to him. But Walker for them is heading out on the left side. Diallo's got the ball in the middle, and he's just had a pop. It's gone in. I don't know what to say about that. We're currently losing this game somehow. We've just passed the hour mark. McGregor just hasn't turned up today, so we'll bring in Danny Sol. It's not his name. Jamie Sol. That's him. We'll take off Stevenson as well, because he's not done a fat lot. We'll push. We'll move Kamara over, and we'll put on Poole for him. Quarter of an hour left to go. We haven't had another highlight since Luton scored, which I'm not particularly happy about. So I've shuffled us up to attacking, and I'm going to berate the team as well. So we'll see if that's going to be received pretty poorly if we do actually get an equaliser and then I decide to shout at him. But that's the dangers we live. Paul's got the ball, puts it back to Kamara, who's now the playmaker. Brilliant ball through to O'Neill. Fantastic finish from Sol. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but if we just go back and watch that highlight, you'll notice Paul, Kamara, O'Neill and Sol involved in that. And they're 4 people that I affected with those substitutions. So you could say it's my fault we scored that. and me alone. And you'd be right. You'd be... Oh, I am going to say I'm a genius. Nearly the 90th minute. I'm going to drop us down to positive. I'm going to praise them. No, I'm not. There we go. I'll encourage them. They don't like being praised. It's all over. Didn't need to encourage them. We've managed to scrape a draw from a game that we should have lost. But in the most frustrating circumstances, I'm just going to move on. But we should definitely have won that. We have now a game against Exeter. They're currently sat in 10th, so they're a decent team. They're actually only 1 point behind Luton at the moment, so they're doing pretty well. It couldn't be any more even, except for the fact that we've lost marginally and we smashed them when we played them. So, but win one, draw one, lost one. It seems like a pretty even match, but I'm hoping, as that was last year, with the changes that we've made this year, should make us considerably stronger for the game against Exeter. We'll be running with Colton, Clark, Astley, Peake and Elmorsey as the back four. Kasareka and Kamara outside of Gunnell and Buadu. We haven't really got Stevenson to play because he's suspended. Stevie Peake is not long behind him as well with the bookings by the looks of that. So it's either between Gunnell or Geraint Jennings as to who we play. I'm going to go with Gunnell on this one because he's got pretty meaty potential. So if there's any chance that we can push him towards that, then he can be with us for a good few years. And he's one of our youth players as well. In front of him, we have John and McGregor as the strikers to complete the 11. There's a corner for Exeter on their right-hand side. It's put towards O'Leary and it's hit the woodwork, fortunately. And it's knocked wide. Oh, jeez. He's made its way back to Mora for them on the edge of the area, but his shot's just fizzed wide. So we've just gone past the 36th minute. There's a throw-in for Exeter on their right-hand side. Taylor knocks it towards the back post, where Mora's header goes just over. Coming up to half-time here. Birmingham are actually 1-0 up at the moment. So that does put them just the 3 points behind us if the games stay as they are. I mean, by the look at the stats, it doesn't appear that it is going to stay that way. But that's probably more over the fact that they're going to beat us. So something needs to change for this second half. So I'll go and shout at them. And we'll see if that does it for them. We've been the better team. That's definitely not the case. I'm far from pleased. There's some motivation. Let's get them out. Just coming up to the 65th minute. We've got our throw-in on our right-hand side. Oh, the ball's been put in by Kasareka. And John's just kind of snuck it in at the near post. I'm not sure exactly what the goalkeeper's done. I'm not sure if it's deflected off the post and hit him or if it's just a really poor save. But it's not great for Exeter regardless. There's literally no mention of the goalkeeper there, so I think he does just completely miss it. But we'll make a substitution now. We've got Kamara that's looked quite tired, so we'll bring Paul on for him. Do you know what? We'll bring Cameron Kerr on. He's one of our youngsters. We paid actual money for him. And we'll see what he does. I don't think there's going to be a fat lot, and I don't think we're going to see him a lot of times. But we can see him now. Astley's currently booked and tired, but he is playing very well. So I'm going to leave him on and probably regret that decision. We'll also take off Elmorsey, put on Clark, and then we'll drop... Actually, we'll bring Jimmy Powell on for possibly his debut. He's a youngster. He's Welsh. He likes to play all the way up that right side. But what appeals to me the most is that because he's kind of a winger, he understands how to cross as well, which is helpful. Throwing for us on the left side. Clark puts it to John. Good ball in towards McGregor, who's just kind of squats and then just gives up. But it's Buadu on the edge. Oh, what a rasping shot. Right into the top corner. It's 2-0 to us. Surely the game's done. But it's put back in here from Clark. It makes its way out to Buadu and he just absolutely blasts it. I'm not sure if anyone gets the assist on that, but I don't think Buadu cares. Again, attack for us on our left side. Clark to John, out to Buadu on the edge. He's had another shot, but Richardson was equal to it that time. Coming into the last minute or so of the game now, we are back up to, I think it was 7 points in the lead there actually. But we'll have a look after the game finishes. Shea has it on the right-hand side for Exeter, and Clark just kicks it out. There's a throw-in for Exeter there. Shea towards Gunnell, back to Clark, ball forward to McGregor. He's still got possession, and he's tried to feed through Kasareka, who is absolutely ruined at the moment. It's been knocked forward to John. knocked forward again by their player. Clark's got the ball now by our corner flag, and he's just going to stand there for a bit. Oh, that was a terrible pass. Pye's got it for them on the edge. Gunnell, Slattery, Satterley? It's a strange name. But it's done. It's done. It's a clean sheet. Astley's picked up the best performer. We did actually turn the stats around in our favour, so our little team talk at half-time did the job. Happy days. We'll challenge ourselves in next episode, and we'll come back for the games against Shrewsbury and Ipswich. So they're currently 3rd and 5th. So they're 2 of the stronger teams in the league. They've got the top scorer of the league, have Shrewsbury. I can't see Ipswich anywhere, but as we know, Ipswich are a pretty good team. And they won the league as recently as 5 years ago. So, should be quite the challenge for us next episode. Hopefully, we're still unbeaten at that point. And hopefully we still will be at the end of the episode. But we'll have to find out when you come and join me on Friday for that episode. But if you have enjoyed this one, then please do, as we mentioned earlier, like, subscribe, click the bell, all the goodness. And thank you very much for your time.